Part 1. The Man. Everyone admired. In the heart of Navarra City stood a grand empire, built brick by brick under the name Akom Group Holdings. The man behind this colossal success was none other than Mr. Alpheus Akom, a man of suave charisma, regal dignity, and a voice as calming as river wind. Businessmen adored him, politicians respected him, and commoners worshipped the ground he walked on. He owned construction companies, tech startups, oil and gas ventures, real estate holdings, and even a charity foundation for orphans. Hundreds of employees worked for him. His generosity was the talk of the town. School fees paid, hospital bills covered, and lavish Christmas parties thrown every year. But there was something strange. None of his staff ever grew. Promotions were rare, talents wasted, and no matter how hard they worked, they remained stuck in the same spot, year after year. Part 2. The glory exchange, behind Mr. Akom's gentle smile and philanthropic gestures, was a sinister pact. Years ago, as a struggling entrepreneur, he had visited a secret spiritualist who offered him a choice. Become great, but the greatness will not be yours alone. You will harvest from others. The ritual was simple. Every contract signed by a new employee contained a hidden covenant, invisible to the naked eye but binding in the spirit. Their virtues, wisdom, prosperity, progress, and peace would slowly flow into Akom's life like a steady stream, while their lives withered in the background. He had convinced himself it was fair. They eat well, I pay them well. Isn't that enough? He told himself. But the employees' lives told a different story. Marriages collapsing, dreams dying, mysterious illnesses, and spiritual stagnation. Part 3. The awakening of Tomiwa had worked at Akom Tech for 8 years. Brilliant, loyal, and full of ideas, yet nothing ever moved forward for him. His mother kept asking, "Is there no promotion in that your big company?" One Sunday, desperate and weary, Tomiwa followed a friend to a small, humble church on Fai, the city outskirts. During prayers, the pastor suddenly pointed at him. "You are not cursed, but where you are working has changed your destiny. Leave, and the Lord will open your closed gates." Tomiwa fasted and prayed, uncertain but hopeful. Against every logic, he resigned. People mocked him. Within 6 months, Tomiwa got a new job with half the stress, double the pay, and swift recognition. His creativity soared, he bought a car, and even got engaged. He returned to the church to testify, and word spread quickly. Part 4. The exodus Tomiwa confided in a few trusted colleagues, Adaora, Chuka, Malik. They too prayed, resigned, and saw their lives transform dramatically. Soon, a quiet revolution began. Employees started leaving Akom Group, not for better offers, but for freedom. Stories of miraculous breakthroughs flooded the city like wildfire. News outlets even picked it up. What's going on with Akom Group's staff exodus? Mr. Akom was furious. He called emergency meetings. He increased salaries, but nothing worked. As more staff left, the businesses began to crumble. Contracts failed, investors pulled out, and government regulators came knocking. But the worst was yet to come. Part 5. The collapse and curse it started with his wife, Lady Seai. She fell ill from an undiagnosable condition. Then his eldest son died in a car crash, followed by the youngest with a heart attack in his sleep. Panic consumed Akom. He consulted spiritualists again, but this time they couldn't help. One finally told him, "You touched what is sacred. You fed off glories not yours. Now the spirits demand recompense." Alone, broken, haunted by nightmares, Akom wandered into the same church Tomiwa once visited. That day the pastor didn't speak to him, but the worship pierced his soul. He wept bitterly. "God, I confess. I am the thief of destinies. Forgive me," the heavens responded. Part 6. The new Akomister. Akom began his journey to redemption. He returned to the pulpit, not as a CEO but as a humble man, preaching about the dangers of greed, covenants, and stolen destinies. He sold off his companies, gave restitutions to former employees, and publicly apologized. His testimony became a citywide phenomenon. People from far and wide came to hear the man who once stole destinies but found salvation. Books were written, interviews conducted, documentaries made. Some mocked him, some forgave him. But God restored him in new ways. He no longer chased wealth, but souls. And that became his true legacy.